What's up, everybody? It's your boy Carlos. With me is Jimmy and Darius, and you're listening to another episode of Another Round Podcast, the podcast that brings you raw entertainment, no filters, no boundaries, and no excuses. We're on episode number 2. Fellas, how y'all doing?
Feeling good. Excited to get this ball rolling. And yeah, man, I'm excited. D?
I'm feeling great. The Ravens beat the Jets, so it's been a good week for me. Got to talk shit to Jimmy
That was a
during
good
the whole game. It was a great game.
game.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I wish we were able to record a lot of stuff that was going on in the parking lot when we were pre-gaming.
Buddy, I have all those videos that will be
Do you?
posted on YouTube.
When
Good. There you go.
When you guys were losing in Flip Cup, and I was the only one drinking 2 drinks and dominating the table. Yikes! But
We're not talking about flip.
but,
We're talking about when I pressed you on the line
God, bro, and you had
when we were
one
playing. You
catch?
called me out on the
You had
one-on-one.
one catch
And what? How much you had?
at 0 because of the couple throw balls overthrown.
What's better, 1 or 0?
Jesus Christ!
We had the same quarterback,
Oh God! this
Quarterback,
guy-
by the way.
and then we had a push-up contest.
and you
And you
lost.
lost.
I beat Jimmy. That's the only. I wasn't competing with that army girl. And first of all, like, what am I gonna do? Like, first of all, I couldn't even beat her because she looked athletic as hell.
Yeah.
And like, what was I gonna do? Beat her? Like,
Yo, she came up to you and she was like, yo, you want to see what a real push-up looks like? And just started, bam.
No.
no, because Jimmy was doing push-ups on his knees.
No,
and then I said-
I was in the push-up.
I think, and I think she got
doing the
yeah,
woman push-up.
I think she got offended. I
Alright,
swear.
you're
I think she
bugging.
got
You're
offended
bugging.
because I was like, you're
This
doing push-ups
guy-
like a girl.
Where do you
and
get
then-
these sources from? First
And
of
then
all,
I started doing my push-ups,
No.
and she came and started competing with me, and I'm like, oh shit.
there was this fat white dude on part of that tailgate
Wow.
that was talking hella
That's
shit
offensive,
while I was
Jimmy.
doing push-ups. So when I finished, I was like, let me see your fat ass do push-ups.
Mm.
And then she was like, I'm gonna do it for him. And then she stepped up and started doing the push-ups. But that fat guy that
There's
was
no
talking
way she started
shit,
before me. She didn't start before. We lined up at the same time. Kyle.
No, you were
because
doing
I
push-up with another
finished.
dude.
Yeah, you did it with the army guy.
No, I did it with the girl. The army guy went after me. Me and
I
her.
did it first.
Jim. You
And then
did
you did it with
ex-
her because
exactly.
was
But
talking
he's saying
shit
that
to
I
him.
did it with the army.
no,
guy.
the army guy did it
just-
alone.
he
Yeah,
did it by
was just
himself,
gassed.
and
Oh,
he,
yeah,
like,
we
did
were
like
all like
80.
counting down. Like,
Yeah, and everybody gave me, all right, have fun, and we just left.
yeah, because
And
he
then-
hit 50 and everybody's already getting bored. Like, all right, it was mother.
And then the fucking fat guy was just talking hella shit. He was like, Wilson, you're going to get pressed like that? Wilson, you're not going to catch the ball. And I was like, first of all, I'm in excellent fucking position on defense. He had one catch and and I almost picked the ball off twice. And then I'm like, yo, how about you do some fucking push-ups? He's like, I'm too busy eating my hot dog. And then the girl was like, oh, let me step up. Fucking Miss America over here, fucking coming up here, fucking carrying 2 AK-47s in our army days, decided to do fucking push-ups.
I mean, that's a Jets fan for you. I mean, even prior to that, we had these shirts we walked in with. I mean, to show everybody like we were there for the Ravens and stuff like that, and that the Jets are like huge fans of
Misspelled
Lamar
shirts.
Jackson.
misspelled shirts.
It doesn't matter what.
well,
the
you
back
didn't
said.
notice it.
You
You're the Jets
didn't
I-
notice.
I
A
did-
real Jets fan
Well,
came up
noticed.
to us.
I'm not gonna
And said
point
some-
out. I'm not gonna point out your flaws. I'm gonna let you guys get
You didn't-
embarrassed there.
All right, good one.
Everybody
she
knows
came-
the acronym.
This crackhead, a typical Jet fan, came up to us and she was complaining. She was like, "You didn't spell it right," and I'm like, "It didn't matter if we spelled it right in the back. The front looks right."
Mind you, the only 2 Raven fans besides these 2 in the stadium were with this crackhead. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Well,
we had a
sucks
good
for her.
time. We had a great time, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about. So, Carlos, I mean, just start us off and how we rolling today.
Well, I think Darius has that topic that he wanted to talk about, so I'll let him start that off.
Yeah. So today I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw this one topic. It was a question on Twitter, and I thought it was very interesting, and I wanted to ask you guys. So the question is: you're in a house and it's burning down, right? And you only have an option to take 2 items. Well, 2 items or people.
Mhm.
So you have your wife, your girl, your bae. You have your mother-in-law, your kid, $20 million that you have in a stash somewhere, or your dog. You've had this dog, let's say, because if you had a dog for 3 months, doesn't it's fucked up, but it doesn't mean much.
What do you mean it's fucked up? That hurts.
I mean, it does hurt, but there's a difference between you having a dog for 3 months and a dog for 6 years. You build a connection with a dog for 6 years than you do for 3 months.
Okay, so the dog that I have has only been with me for 3 months. Then.
No. This dog, you've had him for a while. You have a lot of love for this dog.
That's a bad example, then, what you just gave. If you're giving us that,
No,
us that thing. I mean,
do you hear what I just said? I said what I had said about the dog is that this dog is not like a new dog that you just got. I'm saying
Okay.
you've had this dog for a while.
Okay.
So this dog can actually match up with everything else.
So what was
'Cause-
the point of the 3-month dog example then? If you're telling us that this dog has been with us for about
Are we? Are we?
Jim, why
This
you
guy
even
always-
arguing
yeah,
about
like,
that?
what the-
it's just you should have never said the 3-month dog. I mean,
Because
it's
I'm
like
just-
you've had a
I'm
dog
just-
for a year. I mean,
Well, I'm
alright.
just explaining to everybody that it's not like, because you know you need to have a description on the whole situation, dumbass.
Okay, so
mean,
how did the fire start?
It's not smart. Somebody left the stove on. But all right, go ahead.
How
So
the fire start?
we have 5 options.
Electrical.
We got 5 options, right?
Go, Jim.
Yes.
And we could only pick 2,
Who you picking?
Dumbass.
right? I'm picking my daughter, number 1,
Okay,
and then I'm picking my wife, number 2.
I'm picking my dogs and the 20 million.
you
You know why? Because I hope that my wife knows what to do when there's a fire.
Mm.
No.
What do you mean?
There's none of
she's
that.
sleeping. There's no.
none
Wake
of that.
her ass up.
No,
Okay,
there's none
no.
of that.
How-
If
no,
you listen,
Dog,
if you
see, you didn't explain it well.
you have to take 2. Like
all right.
you
so-
can't switch things up.
So
I can just open the door and let my dog run outside. Like
exactly.
I could toss the money out the window.
Exactly. There's so many
like we
options.
can, we can just change this whole
Yo,
shit
but
up.
all
I'm
right.
saying, but
All right.
I toss my wife out the window, the
Let's
money
do
out
this,
the
right?
window.
House is burning. Submerged into flames, first floor. You're in the
oh, I
bedroom.
gotta chug somebody
Now,
up.
now we got to be Superman. and
No,
fucking
no, I'm
fly
saying-
from
I'm
the
saying-
second floor.
You're in the bedroom
Mm-hmm.
and you have those options. Who are you picking? Who are you picking to get out of the house?
My wife and my dogs.
Okay, those are your 2 options.
Your wife
Because
and
you
your
gave me that.
Because
that's the only way-
But then
how
I'm
we
an
need to
idiot.
think.
Why do I have $20 million cash in my house?
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. First of all, because
Because
you
you
can't
sell
put that much
drugs.
money in the bank. You can't put that much money in the bank because that money in the bank is never truly in your hands. If the bank goes under, then you lose that money. Well, that's a different conversation.
You have insurance when
But
you have money in the bank.
Not up to that amount.
Well-
The bank gives you insurance up to a certain amount,
Mhm.
and trust me, I can pull out.
That's why you have multiple banks.
I could
You
spend.
don't
Yes,
just put $20 million in one.
but he
bank.
said a bank, so that's why I'm saying you had to have numerous bank cards.
Bro, we
and
have
different things.
20 million in cash. We're not gonna go
That's
back and forth with
Okay.
if it was in the bank or not. We have
That's-
20
that's
million cash.
what
You
we're
were
talking-
you just got a big fucking coke deal. You just got all the cash. You're holding it. It's your money. You're about to go to fucking Cuba with this money. You're gonna go live your best life.
Why would I?
So
go
it's
to
very
Cuba?
Man, Cuba's nice. So everybody answered. D, so it's your turn.
Oh my god.
So it's your turn. Who you got?
This guy
So
wrote it down
first
with
of all,
explanations. He's ready to write a novel about.
well, first of all, like all jokes aside, I'll definitely take my wife. That's number 1. And then I don't have a kid, but I guess we have to put it as, because the thing is, you have to add a kid in there. Like if you had your kid, you'll take your dog and your wife and leave the child there. You have to put it as if you had a child.
If I had a child, then if I had a child, I would take my child and then my wife. Child first.
Child first and then your wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if it was me, I think I'd do the same. I think I'd do my child and then my wife. And then I'll probably die going back in there to try to get that 20 million in cash. To be
So-
honest, I think I'll die. I'll fucking burn in hell with that.
It's kind of
$20
safe to
million.
say, right? It's kind of safe to say that with those options, mother-in-law would be last.
It's crazy how nobody even said that.
Who the
I
fuck
mean-
would take
I
your
mean-
mother-in-law?
I mean,
it should have
I-
been my mother. If it was my mom, then it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
All
a little
right, so
tough.
so switch it up then. It's not mother-in-law,
still be
but
the
it's your
same.
mom
Yeah,
and your wife.
I plead the fifth.
I'm sorry, babe, but I'm taking my mom.
Maybe
You should have woke up.
I plead the fifth. That's tough.
It is a tough question, but
It
you
is a tough question.
got to think about it.
Because the thing is, your mom might be like, "Yo, take your wife." You get what I'm saying? Your
Yeah.
wife ain't gonna be like, "Take your mom's."
My wife would be take my mom.
She would
Yeah,
say
knowing
that.
my wife, she'll be like, take your mom first.
But
No, she her ass knows, like, if you leave, you ain't coming back. She's stuck. Not take her first and I'll wait for you. It's more like take her, like,
so
and it's over for me.
As,
You think your wife would?
I mean, I can give you probably a 95% answer. As a parent, you're gonna want your child to be happy. So as a father, if I'm in that position, I would tell my child, take your wife. You need to go take your wife. As much as that hurts, and if I have to burn alive, then that's what it is. I mean, I think that's what all of our parents would say if they're in that position. take your wife, keep your family intact. I'm older, I've lived my life, I've made my decisions. They're at peace at that point. I mean, they'll try to get out, but they would understand as the adult.
Jim, that's a cute fucking story, but we
That
never
shit is
said
not that deep, my guy.
I mean, that's
It
pretty
is
much
not
what
that
it is.
deep. It was just a fun question. This
That's-
guy, I'm gonna start crying over
No,
here.
no, no. I'm
on the
saying
first
like,
5 minutes.
I mean, you guys are the
I
ones
did
that added
everything I
my.
had to do.
You guys are the ones that wanted to add mother into it. It was mother-in-law.
I
It
know,
was-
but
it's supposed to be a
the house
fun
is fucking
question.
burning. Your mom's not gonna tell you all that shit. Like,
No,
no,
she would say,
mijo, please,
leave me.
Sácame de
be.
aquí.
She would say, "Leave me be." So I mean, that's you guys the ones that added the mother. So that's
okay,
that's
all
an
right.
easy answer.
All right, so we got that. So we're gonna add the mother in there, right? We'll take out the mother-in-law because we all know that'll be last. It's kind of fucked up, but to be honest, it might not be last. The 20 million might be last, depending on
I agree.
on my situation. It might be last just because money can't take. No, actually, the dog might be last, and then
That's
the 20
fucked up.
million. So yeah, so if we were to put it in order, what would you guys say? Like in regards to those 5. So you have your mother, you have your wife, you have your kid, the 20 million, and your dog. What would you guys put in order?
Like a 1 through 5 type thing.
1 through 5, from the most important to the least important.
Kid,
Okay.
wife, dogs, mother-in-law.
No, we're putting your mother in there. We're taking the mother-in-law out of it.
Okay,
So the
so-
mother.
Yeah, so it'll be my mom.
Your mom after the dogs?
Yeah,
God damn, these guys.
and then would be the money. Money's last for me. I don't care about the money.
You don't care about the
Let that shit
okay.
burn. I don't give a fuck.
If it was me, I'd definitely do I agree with you. I'll take my kid first, which is the most important thing. Then I'll be my wife. Then it'll be my mother. Then it'll be the 20 million. Then it'll be the fucking dog. Because I
You're a
can buy.
fucking dog murderer, bro.
I'll fucking buy another dog. I'll buy 50 dogs.
Bro, you can't just buy another dog.
Yes, you can.
Nah, bro.
You can get them on Craigslist. You can get them on Puppy Finder. You can. Like they'll
Bro,
love
all
you just
these
as
dog
much.
owners would be like, nah, you can't
Yeah,
just go buy
I've had a
another
dog before, and if you put my dog, I had my dog for 17
You didn't love
years.
your dog, bro.
I love the shit out of
No, you
him.
didn't. You were willing to replace him
I'm not willing to replace him, but if it's
for
necessary,
$20 million.
yes, I will replace my fucking dog 1,000,000 times, 20 million times for $20 million. I would replace him. I'm sorry. He's only gonna live but fucking 10 years.
Be the
like,
best 10 years of your life.
No, it wasn't. I had to clean his shit. When he got older, I had to like wipe his ass and clean his shit. He used to do the last like 5 years. I was just like, damn, like you gotta go soon.
I was counting down the days.
I was just like, yo, you gotta hurry up, man. Like it's your time, buddy. Like,
Stupid.
What about you, Jim?
My daughter, my wife, my mother, my dogs, and then the money. Well, my dog, and then the money.
So you're putting your dog first over your money. So you're taking Kobe. You're gonna take Kobe out before your money.
Yeah, money's last. I mean, money just brings more problems. More money, more problems.
More money, more problems.
The
So,
fuck?
yes.
I want those problems. Give me those. Send me 20
All right.
million. I want those problems.
All right. So since we're in the topic of money, what's your definition of success?
I know money's on top.
Yo,
Me?
Darius? Yeah. You're all Mr. Millionaire.
I damn right. With those $20 million, that's my. Not to me. I don't know. I feel like the definition of success to me is being able, like, I feel like, let's say whatever it just I put this in a general thing, like whatever you find successful in your life, because people find everything different things successful, right?
Mhm.
You a successful might be, working a good 9 to 5 and having a home, your family is healthy, your kids are well educated.
Yeah.
You find that's your success in life, right? Other people might take money and power and stuff like that as successful. To me, what I think, aside from replacing family, to me what I think makes somebody successful is, let's say that one thing that you find successful you can't replace it. So when I say by that, it's like, let's say if, like, to me, money, I consider money and power successful, right?
Mhm.
And then let's say one day the IRS comes in and says, oh, You owe money, you owe taxes from the last 50 years, whatever. They take all my money, they seize everything. I don't have nothing now. I'm going from ground one. But I've learned everything. I have the mindset, and I have things in my head and connections and stuff like that, that I can build that without an issue or without a problem. I feel like that, to me, is what a successful person will be. Like somebody that is like, I don't feel like, I think success comes like first within the mind. You get what I'm saying? Like you're able to build something and they can take everything away from you and you can gain it back. It can be in a matter of a couple of years, 1 or 2 years, or even 4 or 5 years, but you're able, nobody can take anything from you because you always have it up here. I feel like once
So
you
you're
get
saying
that,
that mentally you're claiming I'm successful.
correct. Yeah. I feel like when you mentally have it, when you mentally can say somebody can take everything from me. I remember I was watching this podcast one time and they were like, they were like saying, like, if you take all the money in the world and you divide it to everybody evenly, within the next 50 years, that 1% will have that money right back.
Yeah.
Why is that? It's because of their mindset. It has nothing to do with anything else, but their mindset, how they understand how money works.
Mhm.
They understand connections and how to build connections, and like finances and a whole bunch of stuff. Because
Yeah, because
people can make money different types of ways. You get what I'm saying?
because that 1%, what they're gonna do is they're gonna invest that money.
Investments is very
They're
important.
gonna buy stuff. They're gonna try to grow that capital. That other 99% is gonna get that extra money and
Buy a car, buy
buy a
buy
car, yeah,
shoes.
buy stuff, new sneakers or whatever. Like even talking about whatever we got with the stimulus package, right? Everybody got that extra money. All you see is everybody buying TV.
And I'm guilty of that.
Everybody's
I'm
buying
guilty of it.
cars and stuff like that. So I mean, it all depends on what you do with your money.
Jim,
I believe.
My definition of success is health and happiness. I believe that if you have great health with you and your loved ones, you can be successful because you're not worried about what is to come tomorrow. And happiness. I don't necessarily think that you need all the money in the world, but I need to believe that you need to be happy when you enter your home. You need to be happy when you're talking to your wife or talking to your friends, talking to your family, because that will lead to positive thoughts, and positive thoughts leads to success. Um, I think those are the two main pillars. I mean, you don't need to have $50 million or $50,000 in your bank account to be happy. You can have $1,000 in your bank account to be happy because you know how to manage it. But the most important thing is that you know that you're going into a happy home, you're going to a happy workplace, you're going to a happy friendship and stuff, and makes it easier to make decisions as opposed to going into a hostile environment and being stressed about it, and making decisions where you have people breathing down your necks. And the same thing with health. I mean, if you get a phone call, hey, your dad is sick, it's automatically you're like, oh well, hold on, my attention turns there. Or you go to the doctor and, hey, you're not doing too well. I mean, your attention turns to there. Oh, what am I going to do here now? What am I going to do here? And everything changes. So I personally believe that the definition to success is health and happiness, because if you're clear mind, clear thoughts, and you can build on that stuff. I mean, a lot of these people, like you guys were talking about, the 1% have that. They have clear health and clear happiness to their definition of happiness. I mean, their definition of happiness is different than our definition of happiness, right? So we want to be able to go home and make sure our wives are happy, and we clean the house when we want to play Xbox, and they're happy, we're happy. But those people are different, right? Like those
Yeah.
people believe that, what, I got to invest $1,000 before 10 o'clock in the morning, and that's their happiness. But it helps them build that, and that's what I think. And just to tag along with what Dara said, with your connections, there's a show on Netflix. I mean, it might be a little. I think it's ties to this, but it's a show called Schitt's Creek, and it's about a family who was a millionaire, and that, like Dara said, government seized their assets, and the guy owned his own video company. Government seized their assets, and they were forced to give up their mansion and give up everything, and they were forced to live in a town that he bought his son while they were filthy rich out of joke, right? He bought the town out of because he had so much money, he bought it, and the government didn't seize it because the town was so dirty that they just let them stay there, and they had to go back and rebuild their lives in that town. And just to point out, their connections completely disregarded them. Nobody reached out to them. There's these famous connections that they had while they were famous and while they had so much money. When they went down to the dumps and they seized their assets, they completely pushed them to the side. And it goes to what you said. The guy knew how to build the business from the ground up, and he just had to work at it, build a capital. And what he did was just slow and steady, 4 5 years, slow and steady, build it and use his mindset and build the giant capital that he builds at the end of the show. So it just kind of goes to show that they didn't have any money, but like I said, they had health and happiness and a mindset to build that empire.
So your definition of success is
Health and happiness.
health and happiness.
Yeah.
Okay. And while you drink your beer, do you think that that health plays a big part in the way that we maintain our bodies, like exercising, eating healthy, not drinking as much as we do, not sitting in front of TVs and stuff like that? You don't think that that plays a big part in regards to our health?
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why I kind of try to do my best to stay active, try to play basketball maybe once or twice a week. I do I volunteer coach for the Work Warriors small Pee-wee team, but I'm able to go outside and yell and run laps with them and stuff like that, small stuff like that. And on Saturday mornings when there's nothing, I go to the basketball court by my house and just for an hour shoot, just sweat a little bit. I mean, I think that's important for us, for us. And yeah, I mean, we're at an age where we drink beer and stuff like that, but we're also at an age that we need to watch our health, and we need to be very vigilant of what we're eating and stuff like that, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's only going to affect us and the ones that we love. So I mean, my wife is real adamant about getting monthly and yearly checkups and physicals and stuff. So I'm grateful for that, where she tells me, oh, you can't eat this or you can't eat that, watch your weight and stuff, and she's constantly just throwing jabs, and it annoys me, but in a way I understand. No, we can't order McDonald's at 11:30 at night. I mean, you're hungry, eat eat an apple. And I'm going down the stairs, I'm like, fuck man, I just want fucking McDonald's.
Jimmy keeps a cheeseburger under his pillow.
No, but I mean, it's just those it's just that little push, or that little motivation, or that little reminder that we need, but
Well, that's
you can build from
Carlos?
there. See, what do you think?
I think I would define success just on the people that you surround yourself with, on who you call a partner, on the family you have around you. I think that if you have friends, you have family that are very supportive of things that you want to do, that plays a big role on how hard you can be on yourself. Because for me, it's like, if I have my family support, if I have my friends support, I have my wife support, I don't want to let them down. So for me, that's like a constant motivator to be successful. I would say that right now I'm successful. You know, I'm 30 years old. I'm married. I found the person that I love, who I want to be with for the rest of my life. I have parents. I have my sister. I have my niece. I have my friends. I have you guys.
Your friends and then us.
Yeah, but I got my friends. But to you, I consider you guys my brother, like my boys.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always going to be that separation. And I mean, look at the things that we're doing now with the podcast and stuff like that. So
You have your goddaughter.
got my goddaughter. I mean, I got a lot of people that I want the very best for. Um, my wife, future kids, my family. I want to be able to help them. I want to be able to, be able to support them and stuff like that. And I feel that that's the only way I'm going to do, is not having a sense of I'm going to go disappoint them. So it's always finding what's the next step for me, right? Like, what am I going to do next? I'm 30 years old, married. I bought a home 2 years ago at the age of 28, which I would say not a lot of people get the chance to do that.
Absolutely.
and it was a very, very, very difficult process. And how was I able to do that? Could I done that by by myself? Maybe, but was I successful in doing it? Yes. Why? Because I had the right partner with me.
Hmm.
Right? Just how could I possibly done a solo podcast? Maybe, maybe not. But I feel like it could be more successful with you guys. So that's why to define success for me is obviously, again, it's what makes you happy, right? You don't want to do something that's not going to make you happy. And then to agree with health, I know I'm on the back end of that because I'm a little chubby, but it is what it is. I like my McDonald's, but
I
so
think
it's happiness. It's obviously health, and I know I gotta step my game on that too. I have a tendency to start, go good, and then drop. So that's definitely the second part, and then obviously is the people that you surround yourself with.
yeah, I feel like when it comes to like being healthy, it's not really about. I feel like the big thing is just being disciplined. You know, there's a lot of people that go to the gym and work out daily and stuff like that, and it's not that they want to be there. I don't think I'm. There's probably a very few people that actually enjoy being at the gym. You know, once you get big and you start seeing
Like
you
the
start,
results and
yeah, you
stuff
start
like
seeing a
that.
little bit of gains. You're like, oh damn, my arms has never looked like this. You might be like, I need to come back. I don't want to lose this. I look
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You got your girl talking to you all nice, like, damn, look at you.
Damn,
Oh
daddy.
shit, where's that six pack? Oh shit, she starts talking
Damn,
all
bro.
that dirty shit to you, and you're like, oh,
You like that
okay.
dirty shit?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
When she be talking freaky to me, and she's like, oh damn, look at whatever. It hasn't happened in years because I got fat, but back in the day, you know, it felt good. But I feel like the big thing is just discipline. Like when I was actually working out
Mhm.
and heavy, I didn't want to be there, but it was just a matter. I mean, first of all, I was with my boy, E-Man. Yeah, you guys know him, and we used to go every day. He used to be a motivator to me. Like if it wasn't me telling him like, yo, let's go today, it was him, you know. And it's like you sometimes like having that one person, you don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like even when it comes to the podcast, like, you know, if I have something going on that Friday, I'm like, I don't want to disappoint these guys because we got a show to run at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I feel like having that pressure kind of helps you. And I feel like that's important. That's why I don't like going to the gym by myself. I like having that one person. It's like one of the days I'm like, I don't feel like going. If I was by myself, I might just not go. I don't
Yeah.
owe anybody anything.
Yeah.
But if you got that one person's like, nah, dude, come on, let's go to the gym. Like, don't be slack. All right, I'm gonna do it just because you know.
But I think it's so tough to. This might sound cliche, whatever, but it's so tough to find the time to go to the gym, right? Because you have a million things going on.
No, you always
You have time.
You,
Yeah, we be playing
Yeah,
Call
bro,
of
but,
Duty
like-
and 2K 4 hours, damn near 12 hours a week.
we could
got
do it for
time.
an hour. I mean, we could go to the
And
gym
even if
for
you
an
don't
hour a day.
if you don't go to you don't have to go to the gym. The thing is you have a nice house.
You got park
you-
right here.
You could get an elliptical.
I got a fucking.
You got park right here. Go run some.
He's like,
fucking
I got a home
suicide.
gym
I
at
got
the
a
behind.
gym in a
right.
box that I still haven't built
Go
yet.
go to the fucking.
You
basketball
building
court.
it is a workout.
Go to
That
the
is true.
go to basketball court. Run some suicides. I mean, even if it's 30
What is he gonna do in the
minutes a day,
basketball court? He can't
run
even
some
shoot.
suicides. Run some
Yo, Brody, I
suicides.
can shoot
You
better.
run.
This
You-
guy owes me a 3-point.
You
contest
run
for,
and
like,
no, but I
6
mean,
months.
like, bro, when I go shoot around, I mean, I put my headphones on and I'm shooting around, and next thing you know, it's an hour, but I'm sweating. I mean, I'm running, I'm getting rebounds, I'm fucking shooting 33s, I'm shooting 25 free throws, I'm shooting jump shots from the corner, and I put myself in there. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not running or on a treadmill.
Okay, but you're saying an hour at the gym, right?
Yeah.
But you're not even counting the times that it takes you to get there and the time.
But
it
why are you
takes to
worried
get back.
about that? You're already giving yourself. You're already preparing yourself
You know why?
mentally
All
to
right.
fail.
So let me tell you why, right? I work from 9 to 5,
Mhm.
right? My wife works from 8:30 to 5,
Mhm.
right? She works in North Bergen. It takes her an hour to get home.
Mhm.
So she gets home around 6.
Mhm.
Then we got to cook for dinner because we don't eat any time after 7:30.
Okay.
All right. So now it's 7 o'clock,
Mhm.
and now we're eating.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go gym right after I ate.
LA Fitness opens at 5 a.m. You work from 9 to 5. Why you can't wake up at 8?
Buddy, I like my sleep.
See, but you got to put a sacrifice. You got to put something in there.
You start at 8 o'clock.
No, he starts at
9.
9. You can't wake up at 6 o'clock.
Bro, I'm up at 4:30.
You can't wake up at 6
sucks.
o'clock and go from 7 to 8 or 6:30 to 7:30.
Yeah, but you gotta understand my job too. I travel a lot, so
Mhm.
there's gonna be times where
But you don't have
I'm
to go 5 days a week.
Yeah, you don't have to go.
You go 2 days a week,
Nah, Jim.
2 or 3 days a week.
three,
Nah.
3 days, 3-4 days.
I
a
would say
week.
3-4 days a week.
3-4 days.
3 or 4 days a week.
I'm not gonna go on the weekends. I'll tell you that right now.
Why
Two-
not? Because
why
you're gonna
not?
be busy drinking.
Why not? Saturday.
Dis-
Discipline.
Saturday we could go at 8 in the
No,
morning.
because
We could go at 8 in the morning if the three of us go. I still fucking pay for LA Fitness. I don't go.
Yeah, I pay for that shit.
We could go. We could,
all right. So let's put an example, right? So let's just say us three go to the gym.
okay.
All right. So give me a time in the evening that works for everybody.
I could go
Because
in the
it's tough,
morning
Because
or after 8.
his schedule fluctuates, right? We never
Yeah,
know when
mine-
he's gonna finish. I mean, you're in at whatever time, 5:30.
And then
Now
I
you got your
practice.
coaching,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like
So
that.
I mean, I can
You
go
gotta
after
go
8.
home and stuff. But you gotta go home. You gotta eat something.
If I don't eat, I don't eat. I mean,
All right.
I'll
But you
eat
see how
after.
hard it is to try to find the time.
But I mean, if we
Unless
could go,
we
could
all
go
would start
early in the
waking up.
morning.
Okay, but you see, then it's just me and you because sometimes he has to go to work at 4:30 in the morning.
But
The
then
thing is,
we'll
the days
sacrifice
that I
the
can't,
weekend,
the days I can't. First of all, Sundays are beautiful.
so we could go.
That's
on
the
a
beautiful
weekend.
thing. Sundays, nobody goes to the gym, right? That's
Mhm.
first of all.
We're up
We
early
get an
'cause we
empty
play
gym.
football.
We can always play football, and the thing is, like, we can make it can always work out because we can do 3 days a week. It doesn't have to be like, okay, we're gonna go Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. No, we hit each other up. Hey, you guys free tomorrow between this and this time?
Just like
Oh
Call
yeah,
of Duty.
all right, let's go. The same way that we playing Call of Duty, we playing that.
I
But
think
then
we can
we
make it
lose
happen.
the 2K
No, not
The thing is
not
that
necessarily.
success.
There we
our
go. Here
wives-
we
You
go.
want to be successful? We have to sacrifice our fucking Call of Duty time.
How much less shit? I mean, my wife would give me if I'm waking up at 5 in the morning. Hey, I'm going to the gym today. But by the way, later today I'm going to play with my friends. You know what? Yeah, fine, because I know you're going to the gym, so I know you're losing the beer belly.
That doesn't work for me.
Do you see it? works
Like
for me.
my wife cares more about not she cares about my being, like me being healthy, but she wants time.
Yeah,
That's the
same
big
my
thing with
wife.
her. It's not like, oh, because you went to the gym this morning, you can go play for 4 hours. No, it's like you went to the gym this morning with the boys. Now you got to spend some time with me instead of playing video games for the next 4 hours. You just hung out with them this morning.
Yeah.
So give me some time. I think that's a big thing. I think that's why I feel like all of us get into situations because it's like in regards to playing, because we all get shit.
Yeah,
I know
I mean-
we all get shit.
Oh, playing all the time. I mean, I wouldn't say all the time because my wife becomes very easy when it comes for me playing because she understands that's like my time,
Yeah.
and I feel like everybody should have like their time. Even though we sometimes over exaggerate sometimes, but we're playing like
We
3-4 days
exceed,
straight.
yeah, we exceed it,
Yeah.
but we don't do that like we
Nah.
used to.
I mean, we did it when it was COVID and we were playing till like 3:00 in the morning.
Or when Jimmy was on his little vacation, we were playing every single day.
Yeah.
Well, the COVID days is understandable, and that's what I always go back to it when they're like, "Oh, you fucking play every day." I'm like, "You remember during COVID, we're playing Monday through Sunday from 7, 8 o'clock all the way to 11, 12 o'clock at night
Yo.
daily. It was a fucking grind. We were on it every single day.
Yeah, but for me, it's hard because my wife is all about quality time, and that's her because she did this whole love language thing, and hers like number one thing is quality time.
That's my wife too. She wants time.
So it's
She's
like,
like, fuck the money, fuck everything else. I want your time. That's what means the most to me.
yeah, like let's watch a movie together or let's play a game.
Mhm,
Like my wife loves like when we're eating dinner, and then she's like, all right, so what do you want to watch today?
mhm.
And then I'll be like, pull out a game, let's play a game.
Yeah.
And then she's all excited like a little girl playing a game. Because that's all she is.
That's
She's all
awesome.
about the quality time. But
That's awesome.
I know like if I start going to
And
the
then you
gym,
start beating her ass in the game, and then she don't want to play no more, right?
yo, she'll kick my ass.
Bro, I get competitive, and game even when I be playing Uno with my girl, and
I'm the best.
the whole time,
Yikes.
I'm the best at Uno. I proved it. I proved it. We went
because
to
he
his
won
house.
one game,
We
he
went to
won
his
one
house.
game, and all of a sudden this guy is
I beat him.
undisputed.
I beat David. I beat David's girl. I beat Taisha. I beat Brian. I was the undisputed champ. I beat Angie. I beat, what is that, 6 people? Jessica played. I
This
beat
guy-
Jess. It's
this guy
7
played
people.
One,
Yeah, but
we
you're
played
talking about
one
after the
game.
Super Bowl.
No, it
Everybody
wasn't even
was-
after the Super Bowl. It was after his birthday that we went to the house and we played Uno. We were there. We were all there. We all
Yeah.
sat in the living room, and I won. I mean, I don't understand. I fucking won. It's just that simple.
All right, good
There was a
shit, good shit,
trophy.
good shit.
Jim got the trophy.
Look at it. It's hesitating.
All
to make
right.
Why
sure
you?
got
That's how you
the-
shake hands.
It's because I didn't want to hit my mic. But Jim won the trophy. I'm fucking good at Uno. We could play the points. We could play whatever. I will beat anybody at Uno. That goes to my fucking viewers. Look it up. Check tape. I am a beast
There's
at
no
Uno.
tapes of you
All
playing
right.
Uno.
If there was Toys R Us tournaments
who the
and I was
fuck is
there at
recording you
Uno,
playing Uno?
I would be champ.
This guy is the
Bro, there's
only
no
one.
paper trail. There's no receipt.
They
There's
call me
at
champ.
all.
Ask Joshua. who
First of all,
follows us.
Uno is about luck.
It's not about luck. It's about
Uno's-
strategy.
No,
If you're
it's
playing
luck.
by points, it's about strategy.
that's like me telling you I'm better than you in rock paper scissors, which I am. I think I'm the greatest of all time in rock paper
I
scissors.
give
Let's
you
go.
that.
One round.
I give you that.
One round, I'll whoop
you're
him
really
without
good at-
looking.
Right now.
I think you're really good at rock.
You
want to
see it? You ready, Jim?
Go ahead. No, I mean, you're playing him, bro, not me.
I'm playing you. He's saying one round.
Yeah, you.
I'm not good.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I bet.
saying that
All right.
he's good.
Round.
One round.
All right. So
What are
is
you
it?
gonna do?
Rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot.
Yeah, rock paper scissors and then shoot. What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Let's go.
Paper.
Nice.
All right. Rock paper scissors says. You see,
No,
that's
bro,
how I know you don't know. You don't know rock paper scissors.
scissors, shoot.
Nobody does that. It's rock paper scissors says shoot. That's professional.
Yeah,
Tournament
I agree.
style. Tournament
agree.
style all day. Not rock paper scissors shoot.
I agree.
What are you busy? Or you got
Bro.
somewhere to go? You can't say says. Where you gotta go?
Was gonna add an extra
Yo.
second?
You are a loser.
All right, let's go. Let's
if you're
go.
doing this
3,
professionally.
2, 1.
One.
Live.
Rock paper scissors says shoot.
There it is. He
Told
said paper. He
Got it.
called paper.
I told you I
he
was gonna
knew
do
he was
it. I told you I was gonna do it.
Listen, when we used to play
Psychological.
football, we used to play football for against other teams,
Mhm.
and we used to ask for ball first. We used to send Darius for rock paper scissors because we knew that we were gonna win.
Seriously?
Yes. Me and David used to be like, yo, D, it's your turn, rock, paper, scissors.
Like, I
He would
got it.
win. He would win 90% of the time. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's a lot of stories that we can say. But
Who knows? Who knows?
I was watching this video
Featuring TikTok.
yesterday, right, on Instagram about I think the most creative man that I've ever seen on IG. And I sent it to
I
you
doubt it.
guys. I sent it to you guys. This is the most legitimate creative man I've ever seen. The guy admits to suing every job that he's worked for and walked away with $10,000 to $15,000.
So the guy's name is Charleston White.
Mm-hmm.
He's I think he's from like North Carolina or something like that. But yeah, he like Jimmy was saying, he makes videos. He basically says that he likes to work because he can figure out different ways on suing people once he leaves.
That's smart though. I mean, he's doing it legitimately. Like he's doing it's legit. He's not scamming people like half the country. He's doing it. He's going into a
Whoa, Jim,
workplace.
that's an accusation.
I mean, come on, everybody.
I don't like that though. Like
But
so
why?
what you're working jobs, you're being a sleazeball to make $8,000. You're just going around just being a fucking sleazeball.
I mean, but is he wrong for pointing out
Yes.
safety violations? Why?
I mean, it's not because
It's
it
not
helps-
about
It
safety.
helps,
Oh,
the,
it-
it helps the people that he's working with, right? Especially if it's a safety violation.
Okay,
but why?
it's not about safety violation because what he was saying is like he goes to like he'll go to his locker room and then guys are talking about pussy. And then all of a sudden he's like, whoa, it's sexual harassment.
You
because
shouldn't do
I
that.
don't want to hear
you shouldn't do that.
about talking about women.
I agree. If you get hired and you sign an employment thing, it clearly states there. If you're not going to read this fine print, you shouldn't be talking about that in your workplace. But people get comfortable and start talking about that. For example, you don't know if your coworker's uncle decided to do a sex change, and people are there talking about if you have a penis, why would you switch it? I mean, you don't know how vulnerable other people's personal lives are.
I completely understand that. That's one. Like, you don't want to. First of all, you don't want to talk politics in your workplace. You don't want to talk about certain things because there's sensitive topics out there.
And I'm guilty.
But
I do it
like-
at my job all the time.
But like the thing is, if I'm in a locker room and I'm talking to my boy about conversation, and you'll be lying if you said that you've never had a conversation with somebody at your workplace that might offend somebody else if they're being fucking nosy. Mind your business.
Oh, 100%.
Mind your fucking
Agreed.
business. Mind your business. So because you want to be nosy just to prove a point, or just to sue, because I could be very fucking nosy. I can just stand around people and just hear something and be like, oh, I took that offensive, or this guy or this woman said this. Imagine if we were doing that. If we were like, oh, this woman was talking about how she's just slept with a guy and she sucked his dick, or
Well, I
his-
mean, you
and then all of a sudden it becomes a big deal. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's sexual
you
harassment.
can't blame the snitch for taking advantage of the system.
Yeah.
So you're good with that. You're good with your boss hiring somebody and then he's calling you out, possibly because you said something, which possibly got you fired.
But-
and now he's happy because he's walking away with a
With
$10,000,
$8,000.
check.
I'm not okay with it, but he's not doing anything wrong. He's not.
He's not.
So nobody said he was doing anything
Ethically,
wrong. I
he's
think-
not doing anything wrong.
Because
ethically he is doing something
No,
wrong.
because
no,
he's-
why?
he's-
Because he's not watching your back as a
Yeah, no.
coworker.
No, but the thing is that the way he was saying it, it wasn't like, listen,
Bro,
I would've-
how he sounded was he's looking for the cracks.
it-
He finds the cracks and he exploits
Exploits it.
them, and then he gets money out of it.
okay.
That's his. I think a person like that should be fucking blacklisted and not be able to be hired.
That he probably doesn't work. That's why he's saying it. A lot of people, when they like, if you see these videos that people are like, oh, how to make money or how to do this or how to do that,
Yeah.
that's because they've made it already
Mhm.
and they're out of that.
You
Nobody
watch
gives
videos
you.
like that?
Yeah, I've seen them before.
Okay.
Of course, I've seen videos on different people explaining like, oh, I've done this or how to be successful or different things like that. People, I feel like people give you the sauce once they're out of it, because it's like if let's say if I'm somewhere and I'm making $1 million a year off of this specific thing, I might tell you guys like, yo, Jim, okay, whatever situation, I'm making $1 million. Carlos, yo, come over here. Yeah, I can make $1 million. But I'm not gonna go on a public platform and say, hey guys, everyone, you can make $1 million off, because that million might not be a million anymore. Because not everybody can make $1 million.
I see what you're
But
saying.
he's not looking for $1 million. He's looking for
Attention.
$8,000.
8,000,
And
10,000.
and to go back to that, I think that if he genuinely felt offended by it, I would say, okay, I understand. But this guy is
Hey,
just
quick.
clearly just doing it for the fucking money. He doesn't really give a fuck
So-
about what they're saying. He's doing it for the money. He admitted it. So I find
Would
that
you
to be a
happy to hire
sleazeball.
somebody like that?
No.
question.
If I was hiring and you came up to me and you're like, oh, Gina was talking about this in the locker room, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, you snitch.
So question.
You little bitch. You're fired.
You can't.
Yeah, and then he's going to
Then he-
report
then-
you.
then you're done.
Okay.
Sue you.
So-
and then now he's
So
All
you
right.
know-
And then if they ask me in court, why the fuck? I say, because he's a little bitch snitch.
So
you're not gonna say that.
okay,
Of
Yeah,
course.
I will. I
so
will.
You're 10.
he's not taking advantage of the system, and you're against it, right? So now let's give an example of people that have taken advantage of the system, and a clear example. You go shopping with Humera, right? You go shopping, you go down the produce aisle. There's an apple on the ground, and you slip on it and you fall. Boom. Right? What do
Mhm.
you do? What do you do
I
if
get-
you're the
I get-
person that falls?
I get back up. Actually, I might.
This is not a
what-
metaphor,
what?
bro.
I mean,
It's not like,
hold on,
yo,
hold
what
on,
happens
no.
when you fall?
No, but he said-
That's what he does when we ask questions. I understand. You know what I would do? I would sue.
why?
But this is not a slip in the system.
Okay.
L-
But
wait,
you're looking for it.
no, that's not what he said. He just said there was an apple on the floor and I slipped and fell. If
It's a crack.
if listen, no, there's a dip because the all right. So maybe you didn't word it right. No, because the thing is, fuck you. So at the end of the day, if I saw the apple
Yeah.
on the floor and I purposely slipped on it
Mhm.
so I can sue them, I'd be a fucking sleazeball. I think I'd be a sleazeball because the thing is that at the end of the day, I'm trying to take money, and there are people that are like that. I've seen people walk
do it.
across the street and fucking get hit. Yeah, but do you really want to slip and fall and actually really injure yourself for some money?
I wouldn't fall hard.
Okay, but you might not
The
get.
point was to fall. Like if I see
Just
an
because
apple, if I see an apple, if I see a little puddle of water, the first thing I'm looking at is it's wet or a wet floor sign. If I don't see it, I'm walking right through that shit and I'm falling.
I mean, yeah.
Why not take advantage of the situation?
No,
Why?
I don't do that.
Listen.
Because the thing is, there's somebody that might have been there, or there's somebody that might be working there
Mhm.
that accidentally did something, and because we did
Should have
that,
cleaned it up.
listen, because we did that, and we want to exploit something, we might take a situation that person might lose their job. First, listen.
Should have
That
known company policy.
Okay, that person, you don't know that person's situation. That person might have 3 kids at home. That person might be struggling to make ends meet. And just because we want to exploit a system, we're gonna fuck somebody else over.
There's
Just
I
for a
don't think
couple of
person- no.
couple
There's
of dollars coming from the 2 guys that said that money is the last thing that they care about.
no.
Talking about let's exploit and get people fired for fucking money.
No,
They're not gonna get
You're
fired.
not gonna get fired, and there's a policy.
You don't know that. If there's a policy in place, they can.
They
easily,
need to stay
and
there.
you're getting sued for $1 million. You don't think they'd be like, yeah, you gotta fucking go. You fucked up the policy.
How do they know that it's? How do they pin it on one person?
Because if this is your section, Jimmy,
There's numerous people part of that section.
All right.
first of all,
Jim,
you don't work
Jim.
for every place to know how things operate.
It's a team member area. You have people assigned to produce. You have people assigned to cornflakes. You have people assigned to dairy. You have people assigned to that. If you see
Okay,
a
so that's what
spill-
I'm saying.
I've applied to ShopRite when I was in high school. If
You
see-
applied. Did you work there? Were you there?
no, but they
you
asked
didn't qualify.
You didn't qualify
because I failed.
yeah, because they ask you a question like that. Do
No.
you if you work in the produce, you go to the meat section, you're like yes,
Because I
and they're
failed-
like nope,
all
we
right,
don't want this guy.
I failed the
You
assessment.
stay in your section.
I failed the assessment, and one of the questions was, if something spills in your section, what do? Do you go and clean it up, or do you go and ask for somebody to come? And the correct answer
Ask for
was
somebody to come.
you stay there,
Mhm.
watch, and ask for one of your other team members that is assigned to that section to come and put you do not leave that section unattended. So if the person is struggling to create ends meet, you should not leave that unattended. There's
But that
kids
wasn't even
all
part
right.
of the question.
No,
Because
but
what if
that's-
there's a leak that nobody knows about?
Then
How
guess
do you
what?
open the store? You do an inspection before you open
But Jimmy,
the store.
nobody
But-
said that it
all
was
right,
the
all right.
beginning of the inspection.
So let's put it away from an employee's hand. There's a little kid running around the aisles, right? He goes to dairy, gets an egg, and throws it on the floor. Runs away. Somebody's walking by, slips and fall. Whose fault is it?
The inspection guy,
What do you mean the
How?
inspection guy?
How?
the one that's Jimmy's talking about, that should be inspecting the whole fucking.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
It,
You
it
say-
could be in a matter of minutes.
I don't
It could matter
care.
seconds, not even minutes.
ShopRite and Walmart
Sucks.
and all these people
Sucks.
have 1 million people, and you know what they're doing? Fucking TikTok videos in the middle of the fucking aisle. Why?
Welcome to Home Depot. You can never find nobody at Home Depot to help you.
Yo,
No, but
facts.
Home
It's the
Depot.
worst.
Home Depot has never. I've never seen anything spill
Lowe's
or
the
anything in Home Depot.
Because they don't just have liquid all over the place.
I
like
never
they
seen
do.
nails spill. No wood chips on the ground. Every aisle is clear.
You trying to,
And if
you
it's
try-
not
you trying to work
clear,
for Home Depot.
And if it's not clear, they have the little orange fucking gate there.
Jim, so you're saying
Do
that
not
Home
go in
Depot is
there.
better than Lowe's?
I mean, Lowe's too, and any home improvement is crystal clear. But you go to Walmart, you see,
But there's
little
levels.
bikes
You
on the
can't compare
ground.
Home Depot to like Walmart and
but they have the cap, they have the people to hire, and you know what you do? You know what Walmart does? 6 people checking fucking receipts at checkout. 6 people, and what do? Grab the receipt. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, check. You're good. My man, I have 1,500
Bro,
items on this fucking
Why'd you
thing.
do that accent? Though?
Because most of them are like that, Indian or Hispanic. Hey, senor, hey, 1,500 items. It's okay. Check. It's okay. Next, you didn't check 1,500 items on my receipt.
No, they
but-
didn't, because I scanned bananas for something that over 100 bucks.
Exactly. I do it all the time. Beep, beep. Yeah, let me just think this right in.
First
there.
of all, y'all gotta get with the program. Like what you do is you go
Shit,
to
hold on,
like,
let me take on my Samsung notes. Let me write
listen,
this down. All
Samsung
right, go ahead.
notes is embarrassing.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'll
don't
record
even-
this
All
one.
right, 10
So
What were you
listen,
saying?
what you do is when you go to Whole Foods, you go to all these places, you pay for it, right? But you get the most expensive apples, you get the most expensive bananas, you get the most expensive vegetables, and then when you go, you do the self
Yeah, take out the
checkout.
label.
No, you don't take out the label. When you're putting the item that you put
You
the
were the
cheapest,
cheapest
shit.
one
You go to the cheapest one. Bleep.
because you.
I got
key
the-
it in.
I
You
got
got
the-
them all memorized?
I got the 15-cent. Yeah, I look at prices. I swear to God, wherever I go,
Yeah.
I get used to.
No, I
it.
do the same, but I'm going back to your point. Are you memorizing prices?
No, the
No,
thing
because
is,
you have it
when
written
I
down.
initially
key it in.
did it, I had to look at prices of stuff, right? And then like after a while, you kind of get accustomed. You get used to, like we get certain kind of apples, we get certain kind of bananas, we get certain kind of avocados and stuff like that, and we always put the cheaper one. Like so,
This
then
is how
they
Darius defines success right here.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I'm
So
talking about.
when they're checking the shit, No, I didn't. What did I steal? Oh, if this says this, oh, that was a mistake.
I'm sorry.
That was. I'm sorry.
So
She's like, why'd you fuck up everything?
let's go.
Yo, these are all organic. You pay for all the other ones.
So the fire question: are you taking your cheap apple, your expensive paid for cheap apples? Is that part of the list
Of what?
of your fire thing?
Yeah,
Are you
but you
saving
paid
your
premium
apples and
for
the
the
bananas, or I mean, you got some premium bananas up there. I mean, you gonna try to save them?
I'm confused on what the fuck you asking.
Oh my
We
god.
go back to the fire question: if you're saving somebody,
Mm-hmm.
are you gonna save your premium apples and bananas? Is that part of the list? You can grab a backpack. And sneak
I
'em
just
in there?
might. Nah,
Backpack.
I'm more of an avocado kind of guy.
I hate avocado. Bro, I don't like avocado.
The fuck? Who the fuck hates
Guacamole.
avocado?
Guacamole. I don't like that. None of that.
What?
Yep.
I'm not a fan of avocado, but I can eat guac.
I can't. Nope. Can't do that.
I love.
Awesome.
I can eat avocado
But-
all day. I can eat. You can give me chicken, like some chicken breast.
You like chicken?
grilled chicken.
Yeah, I like chicken. I
know-
love
I know
chicken.
you like chicken.
Yeah.
I know I do.
Yeah, we like grilled
It's
chicken.
fucking-
Grilled
I know-
chicken with a little bit of hot sauce.
Bitch. I like chicken.
You like waffles? Though?
Yeah, hell yeah. You don't like chicken and waffles?
You got some grape soda upstairs?
Oh damn!
We have some fucking coronitas for this guy.
I'm not Mexican.
We have some Modelo for this guy.
Modelo.
That's Mexican too.
So what?
I'm
I love
not even
Modelo.
from Central
Modelo's
America.
Okay, arroz fucking con habichuela, nigga. Like, what are you
You could
talking
have said
about?
arroz con gandules. I mean, yeah, it would have been like, yeah, hell yeah, bro. Arroz con gandules slamming.
Slamming.
Mm-hmm.
It's slamming.
Slamming
Yo, you see,
jamming.
all that is a type of food that just I can't let go, man. That's just too good.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
gotta
bro,
you gotta
rice,
put
the
your
beans.
effort
Don't
in
look at
there,
don't look
bro.
at my gut, bro. when
You,
you tell me.
you gotta put a little bit of effort in, bro. You have
So let's
friends.
go to the gym.
I'm down. I pay for that shit and I don't go. I am down. You have friends that are personal fucking trainers. Aris, who comments on every fucking thing that we post. George, who's a fucking cop who likes to fucking push my buttons. And mind you, by the way, I shut him down real quick in the fucking chat. He said absolutely nothing while he was eating his fucking donuts. He said nothing. You have friends that can push you.
No, 100%,
that
and they did
opportunity.
in the very
But
beginning when I
take
started.
it.
I get it, but you gotta understand that they work in Hoboken. I live all the way up here. It takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to get there.
So then ask us, bro.
That's a lot. Of
Let's
time.
go. I'm down to go in
That's
the morning.
2 hours of travel time. Just
You guys are not about the Darius workout.
Let's go in the morning.
What is it?
Bro, I used
You
to
gotta
do it when
find
we
out.
used to go to fucking LA with you. We used to play
Yeah, but y'all
basketball.
want to play ball all the time. Like I'm trying.
We-
to
I don't
we don't
play
we don't got
basketball.
we don't got
We don't
got
have to
don't
play
worry about
basketball, bro.
basketball.
Don't
I
worry
can
about
change your
that.
life. You give me fucking
He said,
3
"I can
months,
change
I
your
change your
life."
life. Yo, you know where we should go? Honestly, sorry to cut. They're having a festival in New York City in Little Italy.
Mhm.
I
Right
was
now.
there
they-
today. I was telling him I was in the city. I went to 120 Wall Street. I was right by there, Little Italy. I went to Little.
Did
Italy.
you go to the? Did you go to the?
I went there on Labor Day, Little Italy. I actually had dinner.
No, all right, Little Italy.
Yeah, but they
I
have a
understand that you
festival.
went there because they got restaurants there. I'm saying that they have like they closed down the whole street. They closed down like 6 or 7 blocks, and I forget the name of the festival, but they
It's
have
an
like
Italian.
a little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a monarch. They had signs when we went there. It's like some pre.
I went there like about 3-4 years ago, and it was pretty dope. I think we should go there and we should do a little vlog
I'm with
for
it.
the people. Do a little. We could do a little food challenge.
But we
or-
gotta go like on a
Bro, you doing
Saturday
food challenges.
or like a Sunday, right? Like we could watch. We
we
could
could
go
on a
Sunday morning.
I'm
and
gonna
then-
check the dates on it.
and then watch football. The three of us. We could go to a bar there. I mean, New York, whatever. I mean, I
Drink some
haven't-
Peronis.
Yeah. I haven't really experienced the drinking life in New York. I think I went once to drink in New York. I really don't go to New York to drink at all. I don't go to New York at all.
Christ. I think if you go to New York, you'd love it.
We went to New York. We went to that bar with.
Yeah,
That's
well,
the only
OC,
time
that
you
was
you
the
would
only
have
time.
you would have a drink and then they would give you a hot dog.
The fuck.
Surf
Yeah.
City, I think it was surf something. whatever.
That's I'm
You know,
not
Like,
even
right off.
I'm not a hot dog kind of guy.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't
mean,
really.
I
I'm
did
not a
cruise.
fan.
Nah, I can't do it.
But, I
I
mean,
feel like
yeah,
hot
we can-
dogs comes out of your pores. Like if you eat like
You don't like hot dogs?
I don't like hot dogs.
You
no.
don't eat hot dogs?
No.
You go to barbecue, that's all they have is hot dogs.
I mean,
don't
who
eat
has
it.
who?
I might if the only
have
thing they have is
burgers.
hot dogs. I'll eat one hot dog and then I'll go get food once I leave.
Let's
you
talk
put on
about the
your hot dog?
sandwiches. Let's talk
What?
about the
What do you
sandwiches.
put on your hot dog?
I'll put ketchup,
Sauerkraut.
Well, it depends. I mean, not everybody just has fucking sauerkraut if it's a barbecue.
You like sauerkraut?
Yeah, I like
don't-
sauerkraut.
I don't like it.
I like if I'm doing it in New York City, like my own, like what I'll put is I'll put some ketchup, some onions, and a little bit of mayo.
Mm-hmm. I
That's
fuck with that combination, but I don't like sauerkraut. I mean, and then
Sauerkraut here and
mustard
there.
maybe.
For me, it's light mustard. I'm not a big mustard guy, but ketchup and light mustard.
You see,
That's it.
That's it.
I went to the city.
You don't put onions?
Nope.
I went to the city on Tuesday and today. And Tuesday I went to go make a delivery with one of my drivers, and he was like, "Oh, Jimmy, we pull over here and get some food." I
I
was
like
like, "All
how he
right."
makes how people sound.
No, because he's Indian, so he's like, "Jimmy, we come get food. I got you. Don't worry about it."
That guy
we,
sounded Mexican when he
we
did
stopped. We stopped.
No.
we stopped by a Mexican food truck, and he's like, "Oh, what do you got?" And I'm like, the lady's talking to me in Spanish. I'm like, "Yo, they got this, and I had some tostadas there. I had two tostadas there.
Mm.
Oh my god,
Tostadas.
they were so good.
Yo,
bro.
my wife makes the best.
The
of that.
chicken
Yeah.
was
Never
fucking
had it.
fresh. Oh man, I was like, yo, this is life. And I got him some 2 chicken tacos. They don't eat beef. And he's like, this is very good. This is very good. What is this? I was like, it's chicken tacos.
But since your wife is so big on the healthy stuff, how'd she feel about you eating
And then
that?
she doesn't know.
She's gonna know
She
for
will.
sure.
She will.
She didn't
He's
know
like-
about the Wendy's we ate last week too.
No, definitely not.
Damn.
Yo, she
this-
got tight because she had cooked dinner, and when I got home, I
You
didn't
weren't
eat it.
hungry?
I mean, I didn't eat it. By the time I home, she was sleeping, and I didn't. Even, I went to the kitchen, and I didn't see anything in the stove. So I was like, okay, if it's not there, then I don't have to put it in the fridge. So I
Mhm.
went to sleep, and the next morning, you left that food. Dang, it was in the stove. I was like, where? It was not there when I got home. And yeah, we had to throw out it was nice little rice and chicken and stuff. But it is what it is,
Your
man.
wife does all the cooking?
No, absolutely not.
You like cooking?
I love cooking. I cook better than her. And she knows, nigga. She fucking knows. For Thanksgiving, I made the turkey, fresh, juicy as hell. For the people that went to Thanksgiving dinner, Rito, who follows us on Instagram and on YouTube, he was there. He had the Thanksgiving turkey, juicy, beautiful. For Christmas, I made the pernil. I cook a million times better than her. She cooks, she tries, she does a good job, but not
A for
better than
effort.
me.
A
Yeah,
for
yeah,
effort.
A for effort, but execution, give her a B minus. And she knows, bro. Like if I'm in
So
the, if I'm
nobody
in the
ate at this
zone,
Thanksgiving dinner.
yeah, everybody ate. But you know, the funny thing is that when we decided who was gonna make what,
Mhm.
Angie was like, "Oh, Jimmy's gonna make the turkey," and her aunt was like, "Oh, Dionisio, bring chicken." And then I was like, "I got you." So I made the turkey.
Who's
I-
Denicia?
Angie's dad. So I made the turkey. I was like, Cecilia, Angie's aunt, you're gonna have a piece? Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I'll cut you a piece. And I cut her a piece and I sat right next to her during Thanksgiving dinner. And she ate. She had about three different slices of turkey. And then even her grandmother was like, "Oh, this turkey is delicious, juicy as hell." I can
Wait, so
fucking
you
cook.
forced them to eat the turkey rather than
Mhm.
giving them chicken? That's
No,
It's like,
no,
what do
no,
you guys
out of
think
it.
about it?
No,
yeah,
no,
it's
no.
like
I made it.
I'm gonna sit right next to you. Let's see how you feel about it.
The
I made
chicken-
this. I made this.
the
Jimmy probably
chicken-
had signs like Jimmy made this.
the chicken.
Made by Jim.
I asked her if she wanted a piece of chicken or turkey, and she said, "Let me get a piece of turkey so I could try it." So when I cut the piece of turkey, I gave it to her and I sat next to her so I can see her reaction.
Mhm.
Jimmy's
she-
like, "Do you want this? I made this," and then I don't know who made this.
When
No, wait. So she
when-
ate it,
and then she got up and grabbed more turkey and disregarded the chicken. And I was like, "I thought that you didn't." No, Jimmy, you did a really good job.
no, it's that she had already upset stomach. So she
And then her grandmother, Angie's grandmother, was like, "Wow, this turkey is delicious," and everybody started saying turkey. So then Angie offered, "Oh, we could make the pernil for Christmas." We is too much people because all she does is just bring it from the freezer to the kitchen to the fucking sink and let it defrost, and then I got to do the rest.
oh, so then you put it in the microwave and that's it.
No, I don't make it. I don't put it in the microwave. I season it the night before. Put it in the
Mm.
fridge, and then take it out and put it in the oven. So the cascara is nice and fucking hard. And then, bro,
How
I
is
can
it? The cascara and what?
the cascara is nice
You
and
did it?
hard. You grab the knife and you poke the holes on the cascara, and then you put it in there, bro. I can fucking cook, bro. I can cook.
Good shit.
I love it. I love
I don't
cooking.
cook.
What about you, Darius?
I don't cook.
You have
Nah.
to, bro. It's so much. I'd rather if I'm
The
having
thing
a
is,
hard
I've
day.
cooked- Can he
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
me
you
the
go ahead,
question?
boss.
Can I speak?
My
You
apologies.
fucking spoke for the
disrespectful,
last
bro.
like 25 minutes.
I spoke
We're
for
just
4
like-
hours. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Jesus. You sure? You want a beer?
You want?
All right.
Thank you.
I
I'll
don't
take
cook.
another one too.
I don't cook. Yeah, I definitely don't cook. Yeah, I don't cook. No, but my wife, she makes delicious food. She cooks for me all the time. At the beginning, you know, she struggled a little bit. Food wasn't that great, but you know, I gave my critiques.
Mm-hmm.
I told her what she can get better at, and now she's a professional. She's
How
the
can-
best cook that I know.
How can you critique if you don't cook yourself?
I can tell her, hey, this shit needs more salt because I eat a lot, so I know what things should taste like and how they can make it better.
I mean, Darius has been real adamant about his ability to make poached eggs.
I'm a fucking poached eggs expert. I make the
He's-
best poached, and the thing is that people that make poached eggs, if you go to a restaurant, they give you poached eggs. What they do is they fucking put it in a microwave. They put a little bit of water, they microwave it, and then that's their poached eggs.
I've never made it.
I make poached eggs, and this shit is slamming. The best poached eggs in America. And the reason I don't like to cook is, first of all, to me, it takes a lot of time. One time I
Well,
made
you gotta figure out where you're gonna cook.
listen. One time I made my wife stuffed. So this was my plan. I wanted to make her stuffed chicken with rice, right?
You already made it complicated.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do was what I imagined was that she's gonna cut the piece of chicken, the chicken breast, and then cheese is just gonna spill out of it once she cuts it. It's like a little surprise, like peekaboo,
Mm-hmm.
I got cheese.
But it was all
like,
pink.
No, it came out good.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, it took me like 6 hours, and the thing, like I saw a video on it, and
What are you cooking like a caveman? Like why is it so long?
first of all, I went to go buy the shit. It took me like 2 hours in ShopRite because I didn't know. I knew where the chicken was. I just went to the cold section.
Plus, you were memorizing the
Yeah,
price
and then I
right?
had to check everything.
You're checking out for apples.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want. So whatever, I got the fucking cheese or whatever. And then I went home. I took the chicken breast. Then I had to like make sure that I cut the chicken breast just enough. So then when I put the cheese inside, it wasn't gonna break on any end.
Mhm.
So then I ended up. It took me a long. What I did was breaded chicken stuffed with like the cheese and stuff like that. So then I put the cheese inside. Then I had to figure out how to close it on the other end. Then I had to egg it. Then
How do you close
But
it? How you
that's-
closing it?
yeah, like
So
that.
that was
Like some
your
little
that was
pussy
your
lips.
first meal cooking. That was your first meal. ever
Pretty good,
cooking?
right?
No, I mean
That's
it
not bad.
is.
I mean, that's pretty.
It is, but it's a little complicated for your.
So what should I
first
have
meal.
cooked? What's
You
Extra
should
beans.
cook like a rice.
I think that first of all, rice is not easy to.
rice is easy. You look. You
The
you
thing
buy,
is, you say rice is easy from a person that it's like saying, oh,
No.
riding bike is
Well,
easy,
it's-
swimming
look,
is easy.
Look, you buy rosera, you put the rice, you put the water, you clean it, you put the water back that's leveled above the rice, and you put salt, and then you turn on the rosera. That's it. The rice is gonna cook itself, and then the beans.
But the thing is, the amount of salt that you put varies, right?
you
Depending
taste
on
it.
how much.
You taste the water before you turn on the rosera. You taste the water. If it tastes salty, then you put too much salt. If it tastes good, then you leave it. And you
Okay,
turn
so
the
what if
rosera.
you put too much salt? Then what do you do
And
after
you
that?
you dump the water and then you refill it with water and you put back a little salt until you taste it that is good. But then you turn the rosera and that's it. You don't got to touch the rice because it cooks by itself. And then the beans, you cook it good. You boil the beans, you cut a little bit of potatoes, you cut it real nice.
Mhm.
You cut it up, you put it on the beans, you cut a little bit of onions, you put a little bit of tomato sauce, you put it in the beans, you put a little bit of garlic, you put a little bit of adobo, you put a
Jesus
little bit of
Christ, next
sazon.
week's episode.
You put a little bit of salt.
Jimmy
You mix
cook
it up.
off.
You mix it up, and then you make red beans, red kidney beans or pink kidney beans with onions and potatoes. Mix it with the rice, and then you take the chicken. You put it with sazon and adobo,
Bro,
and you put it
Darius
in the
doesn't
air
give
fryer.
a fuck.
No,
I
but
could see it in his face. He's
No.
like, all right.
No, but that's a 20-minute meal.
That shit sounded. You explained that it took 20 minutes. There's
No,
no way that
it's a 20-minute meal. You cut the potatoes. You cut
Look,
the
he's
onions.
doing it all over again.
You cut the
You
potatoes.
cut the potatoes, you cut the meat, then you put a little bit of
You
sazon,
don't gotta cut the
and then
meat.
you gotta wait.
You don't gotta cut the meat. You got the drumsticks. You season it with adobo, cilantro, sazon, and seasoning. You put it in the oven on. You put the rice already with the water and the salt, and then all you got to do is really focus on cutting the potatoes and cutting the onions, and you put in a pot on top of the oven.
So,
top of the oven.
so Jim, it sounds like you have a real passion for cooking.
I love cooking.
So let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
You don't think that cooking is just should be primarily for women?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Absolutely not. Cooking is a craft. And in order for you to go
Wow.
and do it, yes, cooking is a craft. I love doing it. If
I'd rather clean than cook.
No.
I can cook, but
No.
I'd rather clean than cook.
I take long cleaning too. It
I'd
takes me a
rather
while.
I'd rather cook because I know how I want my food. And I'd rather get home, shower, change, wash my hands, start seasoning the meat, put on
Uh-huh.
some music,
Okay.
and I'd rather
Keep
cook.
going. So what time is that?
If I go home at 5:30 and if I
Mhm.
don't have football practice,
Mm-hmm.
I'm done cooking by 7.
What time you eating?
7:15.
What time you going to the gym?
I can go to the gym right after that.
After you ate. Immediately
Yes.
right after you ate.
Yeah, I can go to the gym. It takes me
Can
20
you do
minutes to
that?
get to the gym.
I personally don't like to eat before.
I'd rather
thing-
go to the gym and then eat.
No, but the thing is, I don't really get
That's
a
how you
craving.
get fat.
No, but I don't eat.
I
You
don't
don't get
get
a craving after
No,
the gym.
I don't get a craving after the gym.
Me neither.
Like, I think that I prefer to go to the gym early in the
Mhm.
morning. Like, let's say if I got to work at 7, if I had a set schedule and I got to work at 7 and I wake up at 4:30,
Mhm.
To be at the gym
you
at
know,
5?
get to the gym by 5:15, work out to like 6:30 or not even 6:30.
But you can't do that because you're
to 8. Yeah,
fluctuates.
yeah, it depends on the situation. Like if I had to work at 8, for example, wake up, be at the gym by 5:15, 5:30, work out to like 6:45,
Mhm.
go home, shower, get ready. And the thing is, you have it a lot more convenient than most people because you work from home.
Not
Yeah,
all the time.
No.
not all the time. Well, not all the time, but when you do get the chance to,
Mhm.
it works out for you.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
works out.
saying?
But then when I'm out on the road, it really doesn't.
Yeah, but
Because
when
then I
you're
gotta
out-
leave at a certain time. Like
when you're out on the road, do you do the same hours?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I leave an hour earlier and I come back home an hour earlier, depending where I'm going. So I'll leave like 7:30, depending where I'm going. I'll work and then be home by like 6.
Okay.
So I
Got it.
mean, if I'm cooking, I'll munch. If I know I'm going to the gym, munch a little bit. But when I go to the gym and I get out, I don't have the craving to eat. So whatever is there, I pack for lunch. I mean, maybe if I get hungry, I eat a bowl of cereal when I get home, or drink a little bit of water. But I mean, personally speaking, if I'm going to the gym and I'm going for an hour and a half or an hour, I don't get hungry when I come out of the gym. I really don't. And I know that the food is made, or my lunch for the next day is made the
Mhm.
way that I want to.
No, and I get where you're coming from because sometimes when I used to go to the gym first and then eat, I would feel like I would have to force myself to eat.
Yeah, you see, you don't want that.
Because I have to eat something. I'm not.
And
not gonna
the
eat
thing is, your body is not hungry right there and then, because a lot of times it can just be that your body feels dehydrated.
Yeah.
So you just need to drink, and then you give it some time, and then you'll start craving, and you'll get an appetite afterwards. But I think that if you're gonna go to the gym, I think it's important to probably eat prior,
Mhm.
right? Wait like about an hour
Yeah.
and a half, then go to the gym, and then if you get out of the gym and you get a little bit hungry, you have a little snack later
Yeah.
on in the night. That's it. You don't need to be eating heavy. That's if you going to the gym at the nighttime.
Mhm.
I think it's important to give yourself some time. Like, you shouldn't eat and then go straight to the gym because it doesn't sit well in your stomach.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It's the same way as like if you eat, excuse me, you eat and then lay down in bed right after.
Mhm.
It doesn't sit
you
well.
don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sit well in your stomach.
No, but the reason why I asked is because I had an argument with my wife. I was driving. I was taking her to work actually, and I told her, I was like, "Yo, you got to help me out with the lawn,
Mhm.
right? Because I got a pretty big front lawn and a decent sized backyard. So I was like, I'm not gonna be doing this and then trimming and then all that stuff. So I told her, you gotta help me out. And then she goes, "Oh, but it's a guy's thing.
Mhm.
Guys do that." So then I
Yeah.
tell her, I was like, "Oh, well, I guess you should cook all the time, right? Because that's a woman thing, right?"
Yeah.
So I should be
Agreed.
able to. You agree with that?
Yep.
What?
I think cooking.
But
is a
Why?
woman thing.
Why? How is that sexist?
That's
It's not sexist. It's not sexist.
Bro, women
I-
complain about not getting treated fairly and stuff like that. But when things come to the push and shove where, all right, now you got to put a frame up or now you got to mow the lawn or go take the car to the mechanic. No, that's a guy's job.
Let
But
me.
when it comes to cooking or when it comes to cleaning
It's
or
not
whatever,
a guy's job. It's both genders should be able to do everything.
if your car has to go to a mechanic, who's going? You or your wife?
It's a mechanic.
To a mechanic.
I'm going.
Okay, and
If you got to mow the lawn, who's mowing the lawn? You or your wife?
My wife can do it.
no, who's gonna do
Who's
it?
going to do it?
Now,
Not-
who
not
could?
can. Everybody can.
I'm gonna do it because
Okay.
I like things done right. But
It's
if
not
they're
about-
throwing out the trash,
What if you both did it right?
then she's doing it.
So you'll make your wife do the lawn.
And you're inside
Cooking. Yes.
Okay, no, I got a better one for you. If you guys go to the grocery store, right,
Uh-huh.
and you get back home and you guys are taking a couple of bags, right? There's a one heavy bag. Who's taking it?
I'm taking it.
You're taking it, right?
Mhm.
How come your wife doesn't take it?
Because I want her to start sorting up the groceries.
Is it because of that, or because you think that the man, as
No,
a
no, no.
man,
So
you
make it
should take
easier.
it?
There's only 2 bags.
Mhm.
There's a heavy bag and there's a light bag. Who's grabbing the heavy bag?
I would grab the heavy bag because I'm the man. But I know she will tell me, "Oh, I can grab the heavy bag." I'm not gonna let her.
Because she probably looks at your arms.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like,
He's like he's a fragile,
He
even though I'm
goes to the
stronger
gym.
than him. But
Ooh.
stronger than
I
who?
would. You. I
Who's
would,
you? Your
I-
Chinese friend?
You, the guy with the
You,
green
you.
shirt standing next to me, or sitting
I'm
next
sitting
to me.
next to you,
Darius,
buddy.
is that a brand new shirt?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
How'd
I
you
could
know?
tell the wrinkles.
Because
are
you could tell like
fresh.
where they were folded.
Yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
could tell.
Are these brand new shoes?
No.
No.
They've been washed.
Not even, bro. There's just been like
They've just
2
been
years old.
suffering.
They've been 2 years old.
No,
Oh.
I seen those in 8th grade.
Never.
Damn.
8th grade. We didn't even know each other in 8th grade.
50 years ago.
But I would bring the bag. I mean, that's just who
Okay,
I am.
so-
I mean, I just think it's fair at this point. Like
Here,
like if I'm tired, or let's just say I've been out on the road, it's her day off, she's home chilling, and she knows that the grass is to be cut. I feel like she should go out
Yes.
there and mow the lawn.
I agree.
nope, I don't think so. I think that if the grass needs to be mowed,
Mhm.
the man fucking mows the lawn. All right. If it's cooking time, if it's fucking cooking time, and if the man decides he wants to cook that day, because here and there you have to be that guy.
Oh,
You have to,
100%.
you know, it's a good thing to be able to do
Yeah.
it. I want to learn how to cook, to be honest, because what I want to do in the future is going to require me to learn certain
Mhm.
stuff, right? But I think that as a man, you should be able to say, "Hey, babe, you know what? You did a lot today. Relax. I'm gonna cook for you." But I don't think that it should be a requirement for the man to cook. Like if I don't feel like cooking, I ain't gonna cook.
I mean, I'll
But
do
we're
it like to be like
and then
thoughtful in a sense, because let's just say it's my home office day, so I'm home all day, right?
yeah,
So I'll go, I'll clean the dining room, I'll clean the kitchen, stuff like that. I'll prep something so when she comes home, there's already a meal warm, ready to eat.
no, of course.
So
If
I'll
you-
do stuff like that. But like when she told me like, oh, but that's a man's job.
yeah,
I
because
was
there
like,
is
it's
men's
so easy
job.
for you to say that. But
No,
Because there's
none.
men's job and there's women's job.
There is none.
And here, let me put it like this, in perspective like this. I feel like it depends also on the situation, because if your woman is out and she's working all day and doing all this stuff, but you're mostly home, if your woman makes more money than you and
Damn,
all this
Jim,
stuff,
another pee break.
Yeah.
if your woman makes more money than
Right.
you, I feel like you are the cook.
I'm sorry, my wife makes
You are the cook.
over $100,000 or over $200,000. I'm happy cooking, cleaning,
Exactly.
laundry.
Because
folding
at the end of the
clothes.
day, then you become the woman.
Oh hell yeah, 100%.
If your woman, if my wife was making $200,000 more than me, I am cleaning, I am cooking, I'm doing the laundry, all that.
I'm not complaining.
Nope, not like that. She wants to play some video games. Go ahead, sweetheart. You want a massage while you play Call of Duty? I got you. But if the man's making more money, then like if he's providing, if he's taking care of you, if you don't have to worry about anything financially, if every time you guys go out, you don't even have to worry about, oh, let me take some money out, babe. Then why can't you cook for me? Why can't you clean for me?
But
You
what
don't got to
happens when
worry
you
about
have a
anything
joint
else.
account?
Excuse me?
What happens if you have a joint account?
When that joint account that you guys have, what does it say? Where's the money coming from? Is it coming
Oh
from?
no, it's coming from my check. But I
I
find it funny when she's like, "Oh babe, I got you this time," and I'm looking at her like, "Oh, it's a joint account."
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in joint accounts. So
It just makes it easier for me.
no, and it's beautiful. I mean, I don't knock anybody, but I personally don't believe in that. Like I'd like to have my stuff, because the thing is that I'm not like everybody else in regards to when it comes to my finances and stuff like that. I'm very strategic about how I use my money, how I save my money and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I don't feel like everybody, even your significant other, like should know I feel like having a little bit of a mystery in your relationship is always good. Like not mystery in regards to you cheating or doing anything bad or stuff like that, but I don't feel like they need to know every single thing.
No, and they don't. And my wife doesn't need to know either. But what we do is that we'll take out money, like we'll take out cash, and I'm like, "All right, this is yours, this is mine. That's it."
Yeah.
It
But
was like,
you
you
s-
do whatever you want. I'm not gonna. Like before, it used to be like, "Oh, why are you gonna buy that? We have this, or why are you gonna do that?" I don't want to worry about shit like that.
Yeah. And
So
you
it got to the
shouldn't.
point where we just took out cash, and I was like, "That's your money. Use it however you want it. That's how I'll do it. I'll use it."
Because the thing is that women are very emotional. and especially when they get mad, they go off of emotions,
Mhm.
and they see certain things that you feel a certain way about. So like let's say if you love your Xbox, right? Let's just say you love your Xbox, and she's really fucking pissed off at you. She's gonna look at that Xbox like something she's gonna use against you.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying? And it feels like finances or anything in general. Like that's how women cut, especially if they can't get to you. They cut by using or dealing with certain stuff that you care about the most and stuff like that. And even with money, maybe you guys have a joint account and you guys having a little argument, and she feels some type of way. You know what? I'm gonna go to the fucking mall. I'm gonna go buy myself a fucking bag today because I feel like it. Bam! Now you got
Go ahead. You have your
minus
cash.
$600 on your account. No, on your credit card.
I'm punching her in the neck.
You're punching her in the neck.
No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna punch her. in the neck.
He's gonna punch her in the neck. A minus
Nah, she
$600.
knows better. No, I'm just joking.
You get what I'm saying? So it's
So
I
what
don't
are you
know.
saying is that women are more emotional than men?
not all women,
So I got a
but
question.
a
for you.
majority.
I got a question for you. Are women hornier than men?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Jimmy has a vagina, so that's why he nods his head. But
Jimmy, you look a little bit like
women absolutely are hornier than men.
why?
No, they're not.
Just in general, they're hornier. The thing is, women don't show it as much as men because
Just-
women.
He speaks
women.
from experience. I mean, he must be a female because he's speaking stats.
I just said you had a pussy, and you're talking to me about stats.
So if I have
Sweet
a pussy,
comeback,
right?
Jim.
So if I have a pussy, but I'm a man, that would
then you have a mangina.
that wouldn't fall. But I'm still a man, so that wouldn't fall under your example. That's a
Yes,
terrible
all
example.
I said is that you have a pussy,
But
which
you
is true.
said-
I didn't say you were a woman. I said you had a pussy. You have a
and
mangina.
I said that you're speaking from facts as opposed to women being more hornier than men.
Mhm.
So I'm saying that you're speaking stats. So you must know something that we don't know. So go ahead and enlighten us and our viewers.
If you let me fucking talk, then maybe I will tell you
Go ahead. I'm
my
waiting.
opinion
Yeah, you-
about the situation.
Mhm.
All right. So first of all, I do believe that women are hornier than men. I think that women don't show it as much. What are you looking at? Jesus Christ is not up there.
I mean, he's
always
up there.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. So I think that women are hornier than men. I think
Okay.
that they don't show it as much than men do. And the reason why is because women get dick thrown at them all the time since they're fucking 16, 17 years old. Like, let's say numbers respectfully so we don't get in trouble. But 16, 17 years old, even probably younger than that, like guys are already trying to like, to hey, what's up? Stuff like that. From a young
Que lo
age.
que, ma?
Exactly. They're already que lo que, ma, what's up? What's cracking? You know what I'm
Señora.
saying? But like from a young age, they're already like having guys, multiple guys, especially if you're a beautiful woman. You have multiple guys constantly on a daily looking you out, checking you out, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So it's gotten to a point now that women pick the men. Like if you and the thing is, as a man, if let's say if we go to a club as a man, if you see a woman come up to you and be like, oh, I want to sleep with you tonight, a guy might jump at that opportunity. Like, shit, this might
Yeah, but
not
that never happens.
it doesn't happen, but it does happen. It's rare, but it can happen. And
Yeah,
the
if
thing-
you're there with a posse, you got a Rolex on, you got chains down your neck.
but not
Yeah, that's how it
necessarily. Not
happens.
necessarily. It maybe when we were a little bit younger, maybe not at this age now, because women at our age are looking for something a little bit different.
Yeah,
But when we're in our young 20s, you can go to a fucking club. If you look good to a girl, she might come up to you. She might you might dance with her, whatever. You start hooking up, and y'all might take it somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's how it goes. But they're not gonna come up straight up and be like, "Hey, I want to fuck."
no, yeah. But if a guy could, he probably would say that, right? But what I'm trying to say is that
Hold on, Jim. You'll get your 2 minutes here.
this guy is nodding his head because he's gonna be like, just because a guy's expressing it, because the guy's like, oh, I want to fuck you, it makes him hornier. No, that's not what that means. What it means
you're
is
right.
that women have the option to pick whatever they want.
That wasn't
That
the
is true.
question.
He said, who's hornier?
Exactly. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't who has more options.
Yeah, but the thing is that being horny when you have the Jim, it does play into it because a guy just saying yes to a woman and wanting a woman in any situation is just because guys don't have as much opportunity. But a woman What? Guys don't have as much opportunity as a woman does.
Yes, I agree. That's why I say that men are more hornier than females. And this is a clear example. You have one female at the bar sitting there, pretty looking lady. How many men approach her trying to smash? 6, 7,
Multiple times.
right? How many males does she approach? 0.
Yeah.
Because she's sitting there as a sex appeal. So already right there, that's 7-0. Males have a more of, I want to smash whatever hole there is. Females have a more, not every female,
Yeah.
but the majority of the females have a more closed approach and have, like Dara said, options and certain standards that they see to open up. But the question is, who is more hornier? The male. It's clear. You see it all the time. Let's go to Hoboken. You go to Hoboken, you see 3 females taking a selfie, but you see one male, 35-year-old male, standing behind them trying to jump on the selfie. Oh, hey, you want a drink? No, nigga. What are you going to do with the drink? What are you trying to lead with the drink? He is trying to open up the doorway. Every time you see it, females have more options. Yes, I completely agree with Darius.
That whole scenario all the time.
Exactly.
Right? How many times has it probably happened where a female goes to a bar or a club and doesn't even pay for one drink? Why? Because they'll entertain the conversation. Let me buy you a drink. Da 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 da. All right. It was nice talking to you. Here comes the other guy. Let me buy you a drink. Boom.
Why do you buy a female a drink?
Oh, because the intention is to go beyond that, right?
Mm.
Exactly. No, and I'm agreeing with you because
I got one for him. I got a golden bullet that I've been saving before, and I'm waiting for him to sit down.
Most
here.
men that are single, their mentality when they go out is like, I want to find somebody and I want to smash.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Females, I don't know what the percentage might be, and if females want to comment on this, they can. And just be like, and what are their mentality when they're going out? They're just probably going out. It's a girls' night. We're gonna have fun, right? But they're probably not even thinking about, oh, let me go in and smash somebody. Like, I want to go and fuck this person, or, you know, I want to get fucking gang banged and shit. Women aren't thinking like that. But you tell a guy, like, yo, what are you down for? It's like, yo, I'm trying to fucking fuck. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, that's fucking 95% of the time why all these men go to Hoboken, which Hoboken right now is fucking played out. I mean, I don't think I would go back to Hoboken. I mean, Hoboken has its spots, but
you got to go to Hoboken during football Sunday. Wicked Wolf, the best bar to go there.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, there are spots, for example, but it's for Sunday football. It's not like, oh, what do you want to do Friday night? I was like, oh, let's go to Hoboken. Like, I think at this point, like, it's already played out. I mean, there's so many bars that are just available to you. There are some good bars. There's some fucking bottom of the barrel bars there, but nobody really goes to that point. But to go back on that subject, I mean, I think that I think personally men are definitely more hornier than women. So I don't know where this guy's coming from with that shit. What are you looking for? What are you looking for?
No, I'm sharing our Instagram page to one of our viewers that a new person, possibly one of our viewers. She asked for the Instagram page, so I'm sending it out there on a broad statement for everybody to follow and make sure that they know that our first episode is on Instagram and on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree that males, I mean, are a lot more hornier because they don't have as much options. They're limited. So they want to jump on whatever option that is there. Females are a little more content, right? So for example, let's give an example that everybody can hear. Fresh out of college, 4.0 GPA. Somebody has a 3.0 GPA. You have job offers from a 3.0 GPA. 7. 4.0 GPA has 7. 4.0 GPA has options because they have a 4.0 GPA. So they're able to sit back and watch and dissect every option, as opposed to the person who has a 3.0 GPA who graduated college is going to say, you know what, maybe this option is not going to be here for long. Maybe this option is not going to be. Let me jump on the first one that has more money. Yeah, you know what, I want this. But the 4.0 GPA is going to say this has more money, but who's going to be more benefits?
Mhm.
What's going to affect me in the long run? How long is this contract? Is this 2? Is this 4? Is this 3? The smarter person wins. And 90% of the time, the females are smarter people because they can drink but keep their cool. And I speak from experience as a male. If you're out of the bar and you're drinking and you're out there chugging 5, 6, 7 beers, and then you go to shots and you're there, you're gonna be like, let me see the first person that comes up. I'm fucking ready. It is what it is.
Liquid courage right there.
It is what it is, right? But you have the female that's had the one drink all night that's been from here to here in 2 hours,
Mhm.
from here to here in 2 hours, and they're not even done with their first drink. So, as a male, I think, and I truly believe that
Shout
a
out to
male.
Maria Oliveri who just followed our Instagram.
Amen, amen, amen. Appreciate that support, and I believe that a male is more horny
Mhm.
than a female. I mean, a female might be horny, right? A female might be fresh out of a breakup and ready to go out to a bar and say, you know what, I'm ready. I'm fresh out of a breakup and stuff like. But what are the chances of that happening? A male goes to a bar to look for females.
Mhm.
I mean, it happens. That's what's written in stone. I mean, a female goes to a bar to drink with her girlfriends, take selfies, and blah blah blah, and not let any man touch them. A male goes to a bar to not take selfies. A male goes to a bar to drink and look for what's out there, like a gazelle. He's out there looking, looking and searching for the prey. And now that my co-host has gotten here,
Give him that.
right, we're gonna give
silver
you that
bullet.
golden bullet,
A golden
right?
bullet.
You know, you truly believe that females are more hornier than male.
You didn't explain this while I was gone.
No, I waited for you because I wanted your reaction. You believe that, right? So why are there more male strip clubs to look at females than there is female strip clubs to look at males? How many strip clubs? I can count about 7 or 8 strip clubs from Bloomingdale to East Rutherford, as opposed to any 0 female strip clubs to look at males.
You know why there's
Why,
more
Darius?
strip clubs for men? Because a man needs to pay to get that. A woman can just call somebody in her contacts and just get it whenever they want it.
Mm.
That's wrong.
Anytime. What do
That's
you
a good
mean? What do
rebuttal.
you mean?
That's a good rebuttal.
What are you talking about?
You want to know why?
Anytime any female, if she's a decent looking female, she has at least 5 or 6 guys on her contacts that she can just hit up and say, hey, I want some dick. Come over. And she's going to get fucked. We can't do that. So what we do, because Jim, if somebody told you, if you were single, right? And somebody told you, hey, you want to go to the strip club with the boys? Or just hit up 2 bitches to come over and have them, you know, do with you. You would take that over going and spending money all day.
Let me
So I don't even want to hear that.
let me rebuttal.
Yeah.
Let me
What
rebuttal. Right?
What rebuttal you have?
A female has options, right? So they're able to pick up the phone at 12 o'clock at night and say, you know what? Now I want to get dick down. Let me reach out to this man.
That's
But
what you
a male is so horny that they're willing to pay not only for a stripper, for a lap dance to get into a strip club, but they're willing to pay to $300, $400 for a private dance. I mean, I've known people that have done it. So, I mean, if you're really talking about it, a female has options, which I've said when you were upstairs. I agree with you. A female has options, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're more horny, because the reason that they're reaching out for the dick appointment is at 11 or 12 o'clock at night, while males are out at 9 o'clock at night at a bar looking for a hole to stick it into.
First, Jim, that's the dumbest shit that I've ever heard. First of all, a person, you need to realize a man is always hunting for it, because you want what you can't have.
Why are they hunting?
Listen,
Because
I'm
they're
explaining it to
hungry.
you. I'm explaining it to you. If you want to hear what I got to say instead of cutting me off every time,
yeah.
you want what you cannot have. If you have it all the time, go ask Chris Brown or all these famous guys that get bitches all the time. If they're constantly in strip clubs like these other guys that don't get bitches, they're not. They're not. You know why? Because they hit up these girls whenever they feel like it. The same way these girls hit up guys when they want to get some dick. These guys hit up these girls to get pussy whenever they feel like it.
Your example is famous people. Why females gonna go because they got money?
My example is not famous people. My example is you get what you can. You get the guy. You're only as good as your option. You're only as fucking. What's the word? You're only as faithful as your options. Basically,
Let's go to your
That's
average Joe. Let's go to your average Joe male,
Okay.
average Joe female.
the woman outdoes the guy
Yes.
by like 30
Why?
since they're young.
Why?
So then by the time
Why?
that they're in their 20s
No,
and 30s, they're over that.
Oh,
They're not looking for that.
oh. Why does the
What do you-
female outdo the male? Because she has 35 males lined
Yep.
up, suited, knocking at her door and say, hey, my name is Tom. Hey, my name is Derek. Hey, my name is Rich. And we're all average Joes and we're trying to fuck you.
And she
But-
paid
but-
for
but-
0 drinks.
First of all, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Because just because you're looking for, because a guy is what a guy does is he's spreading his fucking wings everywhere. A woman doesn't have to do that. A woman has people flocking to them. Just turn things around.
But who's
for a
flocking
second.
to her?
Let me explain. Just because a whole bunch of girls are throwing themselves at you doesn't make you more horny at the moment. Just because a girl is looking to get some dick that night, for example, if a girl is like, oh, I'm gonna sleep with this person, like, and she comes up to you, right? The girl comes up to you and she's like, oh, I want you so bad, this and this and that. Does that make her more of a horny woman? Maybe for the night, but in general, we're talking about in general who's more hornier, not just for a situation. We're talking about in general who is a hornier people. And women are definitely hornier. They just have more options. It's easier for them because guys fucking flock like animals.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, but you can agree to disagree. Agree to disagree.
You're okay.
But you
right, so for
trying to change my mind from your stupid shit saying like, oh, the guy's hitting up 12 bitches at night.
It's
Okay,
not-
well, listen, let me
it's
ask you a
not
question.
stupid shit.
Once a guy nuts, especially in our age, once we nut, it is over.
But that has
It
nothing
is
to do with you being
yes,
horny.
it does. Are you kidding me? A girl can fucking come 30 times. How does that not mean anything? A girl, you can fuck a girl and nut, and you want to go to sleep, and she might want round 2 in 10 minutes. How does that not make her hornier?
That doesn't. We're not.
No,
answering that
what are you
question.
talking about? What are you talking about, buddy? What are you talking about? That does make her hornier.
changing-
She's a hornier.
You're
She's
changing-
hornier.
You're
She's
changing-
hornier. She's
Oh,
hornier. You're done. You're done.
You're changing
Finish
the
him.
aspect.
Bah.
You're changing the aspect of horny.
Pow!
You're changing the
Hit
aspect
the
of
rolling
horny.
start with the rolling on.
You see, you're changing the aspect of horny. As a male,
How is
I'm
that an
horny-
aspect of horny?
Okay, I'm gonna explain to you. If you're a male and you're horny, the first thing you want to do is come.
Listen,
Come.
you're right.
So why the fuck am I worried about my partner? If I fucking come once, I'm done. My horny
That wasn't the fucking question. I didn't say who's horny. I said who is hornier. If we're in a relationship, right? If you're in a relationship with a bitch, if I'm in a relationship with a bitch, and she wants to fuck 10 times that day, I want to fuck every day. But every time, let's say she wants to fuck 6 times a week, right? But I want to fuck 7. All right, I 1 extra day. But every time I fuck is only once. Every time she wants to fuck, she's trying to come 6 or 7 times. Who's hornier? Do the math.
The wife or the
60 by 7. A girl will fuck and come multiple times. And the reason is that, especially at this age, there's a reason why guys can't even get their dicks hard, especially when you start getting older. It's because, first of all, your testosterone is not the same as when you're younger. And when a guy comes, he loses energy. That's why even fighters and boxers and stuff like that, they tell them not to fuck weeks prior to it. They don't say that to women because it gives them energy. That's why you ever have doing the dude with your girl or a female. Let's not even put your girls in it. And then later on, they want to fucking cuddle, hug. They want to do all this shit, and you just want to go to sleep. There's a reason why. She wants dick again.
She wants round 2, Jim.
She wants round 2, and you can't give it to her. You can't. And babe, wait an hour. My dick is limp.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
The
you do
who's hornier? I didn't say
Limp
anything
dick.
about everything that you were saying before was irrelevant. That's why I went to go take a shit upstairs. I went to go take a shit so you can talk your shit, so I can come down here and prove to you that we're talking about
All right.
who is a hornier
Okay,
person. I'm saying women are hornier. Women are
Okay,
hornier in
so
general.
for the one female that you're talking about hornier,
Mhm.
you got the
What female am I talking about?
the one general female that's saying that she wants 6 rounds for the one male. You have 7 males trying to still hit up the one female that's still left at the bar. So if you want to talk about numbers, you still have the numbers of the male that are still trying to hit up the people at the bar.
You literally just proved yourself wrong. You said 6 guys to 1 woman. So now the woman is like, how many of these dicks do I want tonight? The guy is like, I hope she.
But then it's just
There's
the
Jim,
woman is horny, the man is horny.
Jim, there's a reason why it's always 1 woman and then like 30, 40 guys, because the guys are so horny because they don't get it like that.
So
women get it
that
like
explains
that.
Yeah,
that.
women
You
that answers
literally,
my question.
women can get it like that. You can even be an
But that's
ugly
not the
bitch. And
question.
yes,
The question is,
you
who's
didn't
more
have the question
hornier?
correct.
And the males that are lining up to hit any piece of ass is hornier. Any piece of ass. Anybody that goes to a bar
Jim.
as a male, you see 17 males lined up trying
Jim,
to hit
okay,
up
you're talking
one
about
girl.
virgins. You're talking about guys that don't get fucking pussy. That okay, I understand. Yeah, you might be hornier at the moment, but I'm talking about a general aspect. I'm not talking about a guy at the moment that he's horny. You see, this is why I think we're confused. That's why I said let's agree to disagree, because you might be confusing the situation or what I was asking in regards to it. Because you can, yeah, I might be. Let's say, like, if I'm have sex with this female, I might be hornier at the moment because I probably haven't fucked in 3 months, right? She probably fucked last week. She might have fucked Tom and Bruce 2 weeks ago, right? And I haven't gotten pussy in 3 months.
2 to 1.
So yes, I am hornier.
And then you be
I'm
3 to 1.
hornier. Listen, I am hornier, but that doesn't mean that, let's say we're fucking, and then once I nut, I might be like, okay, now I want to watch some football. And while she's sitting there and she's like, you know what? I'm still horny. And you're like, give me a little bit, all right?
I don't know.
Give me a second.
But
Give me a second. I'm not horny right now.
She had 3 guys compared to 1. You just said Tom.
So the
This guy,
woman's
this
horny
guy
like a man.
literally takes shit literal about everything. Oh, 3. So I should have said she had 30 dicks that week.
No, but I'm just saying that for every time she's horny, there's a man willing to plug that hole.
Because, oh my God, because men don't get it like that. So men try to spread their seed and see which one grows. A woman doesn't have to spread her seed. They're all seasoned.
I get that.
Everything
A
is
female has
seasoned.
more options.
She goes to the field and she's like, I like this.
But that's not the question.
And she just takes it
Like
and
this.
sticks it inside of her.
The-
A man is just like, let me fucking spread it everywhere and hope that one grows.
Exactly what I said. The female has options. I agreed with you. They could go to the fucking cotton fields and pick out the fucking cotton from the fucking fields. But the male has to grab whatever comes first. That's exactly what I said. The male is more hornier.
Oh my God. And we're going to continue.
How many females could have fucking
Shit.
sex after the bar? Do the numbers.
As many as
I've-
they want to. Men don't have it that way.
Exactly, but they're willing. 100%
Yes, they're willing
of the
because they
male,
don't get it.
100%
You're
of the
talking-
males that go into a bar are horny and ready to have sex.
Okay, so Jim, let's put it like this, because the thing is that you're comparing it like that's where we have the situation misunderstood. Because the thing is, the women, first of all, don't go to a club. Most I can't say all women, but a lot of women don't go to the club saying I want to get a guy.
Yeah.
Guys go to the clubs, not all of them, but there are guys that go to the clubs looking for a female.
I said that when you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, guys go to the clubs looking for a female. Females want to go there with their girlfriends and stuff like that. Guys are not like, oh, let's go with our boys and dance together in the middle. No, girls do that. They do that. Guys are looking for it because they listen. It would be the same way if the roles were reversed,
Mhm.
and as young when we were young, girls were throwing themselves at us. We would be doing the same thing. We would just be picking out what we want. That doesn't mean necessarily that we will be hornier than them. I mean, the
Yeah.
women will be hornier than us. It's just the way things work. It's easier for a woman to get to just say, oh, I'm feeling some type of way.
I
or
don't
whatever.
agree.
And that's fine.
Well,
you can agree.
I guess it should have probably, because then we're just going situational wise.
Yeah, I agree. So like,
In a sense.
if
because he's talking about guys that
So-
don't get
No, because
so-
he's
pussy.
talking. No,
because guys
no,
that get
Jim-
super desperate like that is because they don't get pussy.
No.
A guy that gets pussy, a guy that legit gets pussy, he can get girls, or is not fucking being mad thirst.
I get where you're
about
coming
it,
from. but
ever.
He's talking about the aspect of a guy going to club. You're talking about sounds like an aspect of
A
somebody that's in a
relationship.
relationship.
you see, that I agree. That if we're going based on that relationship wise,
Mhm.
then yeah, I would agree with Darius.
Okay, so but then
But
Yeah.
the
that
question
means
is
a lot
the
because
overall
that's what I
question
was
is who's more hornier, and
but exactly. But the thing is,
statistics
how-
wise, there's
how
more
would you compare-
singles. There's more
Listen,
singles than relationship
the
people.
thing is,
So I
Jim, you
win.
weren't comparing it right because the thing is, you're comparing it to a guy that hasn't gotten any, which is usually the case. Most men,
That's what I'm saying.
Most
I
of
guess the
The question
asked
was
the
asked in
question,
broad.
it was a broad question. It wasn't
what you asked is
situational.
who's hornier.
Exactly.
So it's
Men
a
or
broad.
women.
It's a broad question.
So what? You're just gonna say, oh, I'm talking about the version.
A single man is probably hornier than a married man.
A single, yeah, because he.
Okay, that's
but
what
we're
I'm
not
talking about. We're
comparing
talking
men
about
to men.
But you,
No,
you
but we're
the
talking
question
about
was
situational wise.
the
I
question
asked
was
broad wise.
Yeah, and even broad
like,
wise,
you're-
a woman is hornier.
Okay, but your argument is where women are more hornier in a relationship setting. He's saying men are more hornier when they're single and they're going out of the bar.
Even then, I still don't think that men are hornier.
Well, it could go either way, but we want to hear what you guys got to say. Very interested to read the comments. Let us know what you guys think. In the beginning of the show, we spoke about that icebreaker that Darius said about, if there was a fire, who would you take out first, second, or third? We want to hear your comments. We want to hear all about that. So make sure you guys leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. Who's hornier, men or women? We definitely want to hear it. We appreciate you guys for listening. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe this video. I apologize for the first video. On the audio part, we're gonna increase the audio a little bit. I know it was a little low. We appreciate all the feedback we got, and it is definitely gonna be posted this time, the first episode and this one, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And again, we appreciate it. Thank you. Any last words, guys?
Thank you guys. We love you so much. I appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the support that you guys been giving us. Let's continue. Let's run it up. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Jim?
yeah, like he said, let's continue the traction. I appreciate the newcomers coming on to it, and I appreciate the comments, man. I definitely like reading the comments. We appreciate the support, and this is only gonna grow. But like I said, the first episode, I mean, we're gonna grow with or without you guys. I mean, we like doing this, and we're gonna keep doing this whether we have 1 follower or 15. So I mean, just join the trend and build it, because you're definitely gonna be missing out on the creativity and just the bullshit that we talk. I mean,
For sure.
we talk bullshit
Definitely.
to you guys, and we're definitely gonna be looking at comments and commenting on your comments.
Definitely. And you got to
So-
actually, if somebody called you out, so you got to write a comment. You got to reply back, and I'll post it so you can do it.
I already saw it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I replied to it.
Yeah, your
Reply.
boy.
That was me that replied to it.
Is that your boy Aris calling you out?
That
Aris.
was Aris. His name is
whatever the
Aris.
fuck his
And
name
he's
is.
talking about that Kelsey who Kelsey. Okay, I can see the argument with Kelsey, but Kittle.
All right.
Kittle.
Well,
Kittle doesn't
injury
even
you
go
got to
away.
reply to him.
Yeah, I already
Um,
did. I already did. I
Oh, if
liked
you
it.
did, then you
I
did.
liked it.
Awesome.
I liked it. I
Again,
liked the ball.
thank you so much for the support. We appreciate you. Peace.